God willing, we'll start with the halacha. Can you hear me on the speaker?
Yes, we can.
Okay, beautiful. Go. So this week I had a visit to one of my very close friends in the south. One of the rabbis of the communities down south of the country. And we spoke with love and respect, like two Jews are supposed to speak with one another. And in the middle of the, when we was talking here and there, so he says to me, no, this world is so beautiful. I'm so happy to be Jewish. So like a rabbi, like a real rabbi, yeah. And he says to me, I'm so proud of the work I'm doing with the community, with the people. I feel 24 hours Shabbos in the weekdays. I felt from him that he really kind of connecting with the experience, with the pleasancy of Shabbos the whole week already. And I said, well, I wish I would be the same like that. Because the weekdays are very challenging, and we're attracted by many distracting manners, episodes, things that the world is demanding from us, work, parnasa, teaching, whatever it is that everybody's doing, learning, family issues. But if we think of Shabbos the whole week, I mean, that's a madrega. I wish all of us, we can like feel the softness of Shabbos during the week as well. We are reminded every day about Shabbos. Obviously, while davening Shachris, there's like we say towards the end of Shachris, we say today is the first day of the Shabbos days. Today, on Monday, we're going to say today is the second day of the Shabbos days. Yom Shlishi, the third day of Shabbos, Shlishi b'Shabbat. When Wednesday comes along, and as we mentioned many times, that we start to prepare ourselves seriously for Shabbos, because the extra portion of the Neshama comes on Wednesday, and on Thursday we are reminded in the Mizmor Shir Shel Yom. By the end of the psalm, we say for the Wednesday, we finish it, conclude Lechun Ranana Hashem Nariel Tzorish Ein, which is the beginning of the Lechun Ranana of Kabbalat Shabbat on Friday afternoon, after Mincha. So the reminders are there, just have to open up ourselves to the light of Shabbos that is ready for us to use and to enjoy. We discussed the matter of cooking, and we mentioned if there's like a dry food products, which were cooked already and ready to eat, cannot be cooked anymore. It's like they're ready, they can be heated up on a plate, like you turn upside down a plate, right? It's just a cup, so it's like, and you put the plate on the hot plate, on the plata, and you can put the schnitzel on top of that plate. You can, okay, but we didn't talk about, what about if the product was fried in oil, or roasted, or baked? And if there is a situation of cooking after baking, the product was baked, or is it there any issue with cooking after frying, that the product was fried, or cooking after roasting. The product was roasted. Here we come to the dispute between the poskim. The halacha was not agreed if there is cooking after roasting, frying, or baking or not. Therefore, we should try to refrain from doing that. And if there's a great need, like this like the food is like I don't know, there's nothing else to eat, or like in a serious case, we can count on the poskim, the leniency that there isn't cooking after baking or frying or roasting, and we can heat up that food product again on a plate upside down on the platter, and the product on the plate. Any question for this? We're going to stop over here. Great. Okay, you're good students. The kiddush. We're gonna talk about the kiddush, right? So Friday night we daven mincha, Kabbalah Shabbat. We're home, family members, or we hosted, and the balabait or whoever the owner of the house or the madam, if there's no man in the house, are saying kiddush. Kiddush comes from the word kadosh. Kadosh is translated in English holy. If you can tell me what holy means in simple words, I'd be happy. People say excelled, high, holy. The Hebrew meaning for kadosh, which is translated as holy in English, which is not so 100% translated, full translated, kadosh means separated. That's the simple meaning and the true meaning of the word kadosh, separated. So when we are standing under the chuppah and the chatan is saying to his bride, Harei at mekudeshet li. You are becoming kadosh to me, for me. What does he mean? That she's a holy woman? We know she's very holy, of course. But what does it mean? Are you holy to me? That makes no sense. So, but when we take the word separated, put aside, special for me, you are kadosh to me, you are separated only to me. I have separated you under the chuppah from the rest of the world. You're only separated for me, not for anyone else in the world. And that's mekudeshet. And that's the word kadosh. We found in Torah a few more places that the word kadosh means separating. So kiddush, while saying kiddush means we're separating the day of Shabbos from the days of the week. We are reciting the kiddush because we are when we are called Am Kadosh, holy nation. Yeah, Am Kadosh means we are a separated nation. Hashem has took us to His portion. We're not like the nations. We are separated for Him with His sanctity, with His obligations, with His favors, with His love and responsibilities and everything. So that's the conception of kiddush, of separating ourselves, separating our wives, separating the Shabbos from the rest of the days. You see, Shabbos is, we refrain from doing any other matters. We are only doing things we can. The whole system of Shabbos is built that we don't do things the same, because we need to remind ourselves about that this is a separated day. This is a lofty, super special, sweet, excelled day. And all the activities we do in honor of Shabbos or we do not do in honor of Shabbos are for that reason. One of the reasons is to make us feel different on Shabbos. So this is the Kiddush. We'll get later on in next shiurim to understand more the meaning of the words of the Kiddush. It's very important to say the words of the Kiddush and to understand what we're saying. Okay, we'll go to the Parsha a little bit, and God willing, we'll see a few incidents, a few insights that happened during the weekly Shabbos portion, Parshat Kitisa. Unfortunately, we are dealing with the golden calf, the sin of the golden calf. Moshe Rabbeinu was supposed to go for 40 days and come back. He promised, I'll be back after 40 days. But since Moshe Rabbeinu left the camp up to the mountain, was in the morning, early morning, and when he meant 40 days, that means from the following night, not including today while I'm here. This is not one of the 40th days that I'll be back. If you're going to count today, the morning, then you have to wait for me 41 days. But because Moshe said 40 days, and his meaning, his intention was from the night, because in Jewish calendar and Jewish counting of the days start at the task. When the stars are out, boom, that's a change of a day. So therefore, we're celebrating Shabbos on Friday. It's a Friday, it's not Shabbos. I often ask my kids or my guests on Friday night at the Suda, at the meal, what day is today? Everybody say, oh, it's Shabbos today. I say, no. Today's Friday. Everybody calls Yom Shishi, let's take Yom Chamishi, Thursday night. We're not calling it Friday. Thursday night is Thursday. Wednesday night is Wednesday, and so on. So, but on Friday night, boom, everything changed because it's Shabbos already. And so he said, from the next day, you're going to count 40 days. So they counted 40 days from the morning, and 40 days surely passed, and Moshe Rabbeinu is not there. They're complaining, where's Moshe Rabbeinu? And the devil, the Yetzer Hara, the Sitra Achra, the other side, took a real opportunity, and they said, since the Moshe is not here, it was not supposed to be because there's not a day to wait. But the devil drew up a picture of Moshe Rabbeinu lying on the bed like he's dead. And everybody saw, wow, Moshe Rabbeinu is dead. Oy vey, who's going to be our leader? Who's going to take us to Israel? Oy vey, we got to find a supplication, something to replace, somebody to replace Moshe Rabbeinu. And then came the Arab Rav, those nations, the Goyim, the Gentiles, who left Egypt with the nation of Israel and tried to convince them, we got to find something. Let's do an idol worship. Let's do a golden calf. We have a lot of gold. Everybody get the gold and do something for it. We need a leader, no? So Hur, the son of Miriam, says, what are you, crazy? Let's wait another day. Moshe Rabbeinu is going to come, and you're not supposed to make a golden calf in idol worship. They killed him right away. Hur was Miriam's son. Miriam's son, yes. Moshe Rabbeinu's cousin. So Aaron HaKohen was left alone after they killed Hur. He said, okay, if I'm going to fight with them, they're going to kill me too. What's going to happen? So he made he waited. He said, okay, we're going to wait a little bit more and, give me all your jewelries. He wanted to earn more time. Give me your jewelries. Was sure nobody's going to give the jewelry, but the men came out immediately and gave the jewelries. Women, on the other hand, never gave even a gram of gold to the golden calf. Righteous women were not willing to cooperate with creating an idol. And this is why they're given a special present on Rosh Chodesh. They are exempt from hard home activities. And they're supposed to be resting, so to speak, on Rosh Chodesh. but man gave the gold, and Arnold Cohen took the gold, and right, he threw it. It was like Mises Satan. The devil was whole here, arranging, conducting everything, and orchestrating this terrible sin. And they threw all the gold to the fire, and the witchcraft was done over there. And the golden calf came out of the fire, talking. A gold metal calf jumping out of the fire, 24 karat. I don't know how many carats, maybe more, maybe less. Who knows which kind of a gold they had. Simply, they had like a softer gold than we have today. And this golden calf spoke. And he says, Ani Hashem Elokecha, asher hotzeticha me'eretz Mitzrayim. The golden calf spoke and said, I am you, Hashem, your God, that I took you out of Egypt. I don't know if none of us, if we were there, who knows if we would stand and pass this challenge, and we would still not do this idol worship, the terrible thing. What happened, since we just prior to that incident was the receiving of the Torah. Each one of us, each Jew from the congregation of Am Yisrael, received 2 golden crowns, one for Nase, one for Nishma. We spoke about it before. 2 crowns. And when the golden calf was created and was worshipped, those crowns were taken from us. As I spoke last year, I think, every Shabbos now, so since those crowns were taken from us, Moshe Rabbeinu got them. And he, Moshe Rabbeinu, with his good eye and good favor, is giving us those crowns every Shabbos once again on Friday night by Tzeta Kochavim, by the task. When the stars are out, sun is set on Friday, stars are out, boom, this holy, beautiful portion of Kedusha that Moshe Rabbeinu had from the receiving of the Torah, those 2 crowns that each Jew got were heaven made, because angel brought them down and put them on our head, 2 crowns for each one. And then we're getting it every Shabbos again. Thank God for Shabbos. Thank God for Shabbos. And the golden calf was done, and unfortunately, Moshe Rabbeinu comes down from the mountain, and he sees what's happening. And he's very disappointed. He came with tablets, with holy, beautiful tablets made of precious, beautiful stone, curved by God. All the letters, all the 10 commandments, all the curved through from one side of the tablets all the way to the other side of the tablets. God made, not handmade. God's made. And he sees the dancing and the joy and the golden calf, and everybody's dancing and happy. You know what happened that moment? The letters on the tablets evaporated, just went up. Since the letters now are gone, those tablets came back to their original weight of tons. Moshe Rabbeinu could never hold them. They immediately fell from his hands and broke. Yeah. They fell and broke, and we weren't zoche to have them until today. They're broken. Still, they are kept somewhere, and the treasures. And one commentary I saw, and we're going to conclude here, God willing, that what was the problem? One of the problems Moshe saw that they were dancing around the golden calf, and they were happy, worshiping the golden calf. By receiving the Torah before that, they weren't happy. They weren't joyful. They were forced, so to speak, to receive it. They said yes, but it wasn't with a full heart. They weren't like dancing and happy. And during having the worship of the golden calf, they weren't dancing and happy. The lesson is, the teaching is from here, as I read in the commentaries, that we have to be very happy, super, super happy, conducting our Judaism. Because being happy as a Jew, not just being happy that everybody who sees you will says, wow, look at the guy, look at this guy, look at this woman. She's shining, she's adorable. Where's she from? Oh, she's Jewish. Wow, yeah, this how Jews look? Well, why is she different? I know Jews. She's not the same. She's dressed, or he's dressed like something. No. These are observing Jews. Wow. Observing Jews? I want to be like them. Because they're shining. They're happy. They're joyful. They see your beard and your huge smile walking in the street and say, come on, I'm jealous of you. Tell me, what's your secret? You know, tell them, my secret is my Torah. And my secret is my Jewishness, my joy in my Jewishness. My chedva, my happiness, being Jewish. Thank God I'm Jewish. We have Torah, we have Shabbos, we have Yom Tov, we have Tefillin, Talis, Tzitzis, Shofar, Sukkah, Pesach, Matzos, Yom Kippur. You name it, it's there. So you have to remember how rich we are, how as I said, millionaires, billionaires. And so that's the tikkun. The more we'll be happy conducting our Judaism, we're going to make a tikkun for Chet HaEgel, for the sin of the golden calf. So may I have the opportunity to give us, all of us, the blessing, the bracha, to be happy, and each one of us will also give the bracha to the whole class, the whole congregation, the small, tiny little chevra that we have over here, and to pray for one another, to be happy Jews, and to conduct Shabbos with simcha, and to conduct our month of Adar with simcha, and to be happy Jews overall. God willing.
Amen.
Shabbos.
Shabbos. Oh, Rabbi, I just have to ask you something. So Moshe didn't throw them down. They were just he dropped them because they were too heavy, because the letters returned to Hashem. I never knew that, because people always talk about Moshe being angry and throwing them down. He didn't break them.
Yes and yes. He did.
Yes and yes. Okay, what does that mean?
It
means yes. I never heard this. This is amazing.
So it's an additional angle to look at what happened.
Wow.
Moshe Rabbeinu definitely did something of his own to push it, to throw it. Yes. They didn't fail just because of the weight. When explaining Torah, you have to understand there could be a few reasons for the same activity. They're not the same reason, they're different, and we have to accept it that both are true.
Okay.
Both could happen, both happened. And yes, the Zohar explains that according to Kabbalistic teachings, that's how it explained that the letters evaporated. The simple pshat is that Moshe Rabbeinu just threw the tablets to the floor and they broke. Yes. So there's a few commentaries on it.
So when they broke and they still maintained the holiness because Hashem made them, but the letters weren't there anymore? Oh. Interesting. Wow. Okay, listen, you are amazing. Thank you so much for this. This is so amazing.
All amazing. All amazing.
Wow. No, but thank you. Oh, you know what I mean, guys. Pretty amazing, all the way up from Spa. Okay, Zaygesend, everybody, have a wonderful Shabbos.
Shabbos.
Shalom.
Love
Thank
you
you so much.
Thank you very much.
Be well. Let's hear good news.
Amen.
This is good news, yeah.
Shabbos.
Living in the moment. This is good news. Good Shabbos, everybody. Okay.